Hello everyone, today I am going to show you how to use Sysco Studio. I just started to use it myself and have found it really powerful. I'd like to get to the point where we have all of our menus costed out with Sysco Studio. So today I'm going to show you a demo of how you can go about doing that. Head on over to syscostudio.com. Once you're there, you'll be prompted to log in. I've already logged in. You'll use your traditional Sysco ID to log in. If your Sysco ID isn't working, let me know and I will get you one that does work. Once you are greeted in the Sysco Studio dashboard, you're going to go ahead and see which restaurant you are in via the logo in the top right. You can see the Canning House logo here, in addition to switching locations by going to My Location. We're going to do a test recipe. So go under Recipes. We're going to create a recipe for the OG burger, which is used at the Powerhouse and the Canning House. First, you'll click the Add New Recipe button under Recipes, syscostudio.com/recipes. Type in the name of the product that we're going to be costing out. Type in the menu price of the product, and then start building the recipe. So go down to Search Ingredients. Obviously, we have a burger blend that we're using for this. In fact, the exact burger blend is the Beef Patty Custom Blend Thick. Take that, say we're using 8 ounces per serving. Select the little check mark over there. Then obviously we're using a bun, so it's a brioche bun. Put that in there, bun sandwich brioche. You can tell by the green check mark that it's been previously ordered. So the bun is something where you're gonna use unit cost instead of ounce cost. You'll do that by clicking on more options. And you'll see here that this case is a 612 count. So really in the case we have 72 buns, and then we just go ahead and say we're going to use 1 unit or 1 bun, and then you'll see the cost of that 1 bun is 56 cents there. So then we're going to go ahead and add our tomato on here, tomato plum, add that. Each slice of tomato is about 1 ounce, so we're going to go ahead and say we put 2 ounces of tomato on there, price that out at 7 cents. We'll add on the lettuce. I'm not exactly sure which lettuce we use on the burger. I believe it is the spring mix with hearts. So we'll get ahead and add that on there. Say that it's 3 ounces, not pounds. Check the green marker. We use a Russian dressing. Now, obviously, we don't store buy the Russian dressing. We make them. But for this instance, what we're going to do is price it out as if we use the store-bought kind. And we're going to say that we use 1 fluid ounce of that on each burger. I'm going to show you in another video how you can create what are called batch recipes. Batch recipes let you say, okay, here's our Russian dressing recipe. And once you save that as a batch recipe, you can go ahead and add that item onto any other menu recipe. So for instance, we can put in the cost of our demi. And if we use 2 ounces of demi on all of our steaks, once we have that demi recipe saved under batch recipes, you can go ahead and deploy that batch recipe on any other menu item that would use that. So filet, a New York strip, a prime rib, etc. And it'll use that one recipe that you made. You tell it how many ounces of that recipe you're using, and it'll cost that out perfectly as well. So onions on this burger, we use a red onion. We use it both caramelized and uncaramelized. So we'll probably use about 3 ounces of onion on a burger. Always make sure that your units are correct. Again, unit for buns is a 1 unit item. Burger patties are ounces. Dressings are fluid ounces. Some other items might be under pounds. And then finally, we have a potato, which would probably be our fry potato. Potato fry grade A, used in 1 recipe. It doesn't say we've ordered this before, and the price is a little bit higher. I think we usually use a $28 potato per case or per 50 pounds. This is a 5-pound slot, so we know that that's not right. So we'll just go ahead and potato baked 80 count, potato white fresh 22. So this is more like the potato that we'll be using on this. Say we probably give about 10 ounces of fry. Obviously, you should calculate fryer oil in there as well. But let's say we traditionally use probably 8 ounces of potato. That extra 2 ounces will account for that fryer oil there. So you can see that our entire burger is made here. We have the bun, the lettuce, tomato, onion, the dressing, and of course the actual burger itself with its side of French fries. You can do a real deep dive in here, and we can really say that we also serve it with ketchup, which we use a 2-ounce portion of ketchup. Here are the 6 number 10 in a case. But see, that is not a Heinz ketchup product, so we'll get out of there. I opened that by clicking more options. Ketchup fancy. Let's see if we go in here and say Heinz. Remute that. Well, we're going to say we're going to use a packet, I guess. So we'll add this packet to it. Okay, these aren't exactly what we use, but they're about 4 cents a packet, which is about 2 ounces. And we know that 1,000 of them come in a case, so 1,000 units. We're going to say we're going to use 1 unit. So it's about 3 cents there on the ketchup packet. And then really, if you know that you use a disposable ramekin, if I could spell the word ramekin. Oh, thank God they suggested ramekin fluted white. 36 2-ounce ramekins. More options. Yeah, see, that's not the right ramekin. We don't have to get that deep. But I'm just trying to demonstrate that you could get that deep if you wanted. So then up top here, you see how much it costs to put that dish on the plate, $3.75. You can see our percentage cost, and then again, that's just food. And then you can see the dollar amount we're making, before labor, etc. Just our pure cost of goods on the plate, and with our suggested cost of $13. If you wanted to experiment around with pricing, obviously just go ahead and edit your suggested price. Hey, if we made our burger $15, we know we'll be making $11.25 per serving with a 25% food cost. That would be a great world. Sadly, we have to charge $13, 28.85% with a $9.25 profit per serving. Then, once you have all this, you can go into the menu and put in all of these items, see your average cost per category, your average cost per menu, and then you can even go ahead and enter your sales in here. So get your sales report from Micros, enter in the amount of items you sold. So let's say in August, maybe we sold 800 OG burgers, generating $10,400 in revenue, $6,672 in profit. And it'll classify that menu item as an item that, either A, is underperforming on the menu, B, is not driving enough profit, C, is a revenue driving item, etc. So you'll kind of be able to see, what items are working, what items aren't working, and what items you're actually generating dollar return on. In the ingredients category here, this is where you could add those batch recipes that I was talking about. So for instance, let's say the Russian dressing, we could create that as a batch recipe. And then we would go ahead and build the Russian dressing just like we built the burger. And then when we go into recipes, we could obviously deploy this batch recipe on that burger instead of pricing it using the store-bought recipe, which will, drive efficiency and will allow us, as we build on with future menu recipes, to just import those batch recipes. So for instance, like at the Powerhouse and the Oval and the red sauce, we'll create the batch recipe for that, and then anything that gets red sauce, we can automatically add that on, so you don't have to create that every single time. So this has just been a quick demo of Sysco Studio. I hope that everyone uses it. I really enjoy it, and if you have any questions about it, please let me know.